Hello everyone, I'm Junshi. We are very excited to have Angus from Teva to join us today. We have a couple of questions to ask you and we cannot wait to hear your answers. But before we go in there, first of all, congratulations for winning the Deal of the Week award at the Boston BioTechnique. Would you like to share any insights with us for the SAPA audience?
We're very excited to win the recognition for the collaboration between Sanofi and Teva. It was a fairly classic business development deal type of a situation where you have Teva with a molecule in an area where we have less experience than Sanofi, and we thought we would benefit by partnering to accelerate the development in a competitive space for Crohn's and ulcerative colitis. With a leader in the field like Sanofi, and it was really exciting to win the award because we felt great camaraderie and teamwork with Sanofi during the deal-making phase and after the deal-making phase. Once the collaboration was kicked off, we had a lot of fun with the Sanofi team and the Teva team in Boston. But it just goes to the camaraderie and the fun we're having with Sanofi working together. So it was great recognition. And as a business development professional who's done many of these deals between big pharma companies and biotech companies and different size companies, it's always very rewarding when the deal actually leads to a good collaboration.
What's your experience so far at SAPA? What have you learned and what are you excited to share with our audience?
Well, it's fun to be at SAPA here. Having spent 3 years working for Beijing, having done deals in China. In fact, one of my co-panelists has worked with a company that I'd worked with before in Antengene. A Celgene alum, Jay May, set up the company in 2016-17. And to see that it's gone forth and it's thrived and is doing more deals was rewarding. But the discussion we had on the panel was an unusual discussion to me, talking about how we motivate employees, hire employees, how we go through some of those sort of HR decisions, and how we build and manage teams in different countries, different cultures around the world. I've had the great fortune of working for British, German, Swiss, French, Chinese, American, and now Israeli company. And so there's different cultures and different styles. But at the end of the day, there's also an awful lot of commonality. We work with highly motivated, highly intelligent people who are really trying to work hard to bring new medicines to patients around the world. And we're really quite blessed in that regard. Cancer and other diseases are equal opportunity killers. They affect people regardless of race, creed, culture, and we get to work together to try to develop treatments for these patients. And I think it's a wonderful industry, and I'm really enjoying being here at this meeting, especially with my years working with Beijing, and sometimes during a very difficult time during the pandemic. And I'm on the panel with people who lived through the lockdown in Shanghai, and I had members of my team who were in Shanghai in the lockdown. So it's really fun to be here, and now without masks on, we're milling around having fun together as if the pandemic never happened.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. The adaptivity and creativity. What advice would you like to share for us young professionals to proactively seek for opportunities to grow?
Well, I think some of the advice we discussed during the session I was in was general advice for anybody in anywhere in our industry, and how to look for career development, how to think about advanced degrees or outside training, outside experiential opportunities. And I think it's the same advice for anybody. I think there's not just sort of, Asian American pharmaceutical professionals, but for anybody. But I think there's something special and extra especially in China, the rate of growth of the biotech industry. Yes, it's gone through a little bit of a tightening in financing, so has the US and European biotech community. But this will pass. I'm a big believer that human health is driven by people's desire to live longer and feel better. And it doesn't matter what part of the earth you're from. But I think the extra exciting piece that's coming out of China has been a relatively young biotech industry that continues to evolve, that's had surges in tremendous funding, but huge numbers of very motivated scientists working closely with scientists from around the world. It's like the whole biotech community got a boost. Japan was always very strong, South Korea was strong, Europe was strong, US was strong, and now we have another partner in our global pursuit of treatments for patients. So I think it's an exciting time, and it's great to see this conference provide an opportunity for people to get together, share ideas, share learnings of how we all grow and work together to bring new medicines to patients.
Yes, well said. We are very excited to hear that. Thank you so much for sharing, Angus.
You're quite welcome.